Okay guys, so the first and maybe the most important thing to understand about a long range wedge shot, for me we're talking anywhere between 60, 70 to 130, 140 yards depending on the shot. This shot is different from wedge shots around the greens and in close 30, 40, 50 yards. On those shots, we're always trying to use bounce, but on these more long range shots, we're no longer using the bounce of the wedge. We're going to use this sharp leading edge to help us hit this shot. Just like we would with a full swing with an iron, we need that leading edge into the ground. The reason is, you start to get that leading edge up too soon for these shots, you're in big danger of blading the shot, number one. And number two, you're going to always be adding loft to your shot, which is going to make it harder to control distance from long range. If we're hitting that ball way up in the air from long range, it'll be really, really difficult to control that distance. So we're going to use the leading edge. First thing to understand. So what I want you to do is get out here and hit some shots with a really hold off looking finish, to where we're making sure to lean the shaft into impact and we're trying to drive this ball out low. So come out to the range and try to see how low you can hit a wedge shot. Okay, for my 54-degree wedge, that was pretty good low trajectory there. Again, so that first point is use the leading edge of your wedge, get that leading edge into the ground. We want some shaft lean, we want to try to flight this ball out low. Control the trajectory first, and that will help you control the distance. So the second point I want to make is more of a conceptual point today. So what we're going to talk about is that good wedge players, they tend to make a slower, heavier hit on the ball. What I see many of you doing out there is your big mistake is that the hands or the club head itself moving way too fast through the hit for you to control that distance. So I want you to feel this by taking 3 of your clubs and putting them together. And we're going to just kind of have to grip this like a baseball bat, but we're going to take some slowish swings and feel how I can't rush anything. With this big heavy object in my hand, I've got to use my whole body, and I really feel how heavy these clubs are and how slow they're moving. So I'm going to use that feel when I'm hitting golf balls here. So I want you to slow down your hands, slow down the club head a bit, and feel like you're compressing or squishing that golf ball instead of trying to hit it with some speed. This is not a shot where we need speed, this is a shot where we need control. So you want to slow down the swing, feel like you're hitting the ball with more mass and heaviness rather than speed. So that's going to look like this, a nice smooth swing where I feel like I'm kind of squishing and compressing the ball. That was awesome there. So we do that versus what I see a lot of you out there doing, which is moving the club too fast. The ball jumps way up in the air when I do that, and I lose all control of distance. So the third point today to understand is that the body drives most of this swing. We don't need a lot of hand action, and I think in the end, that thought alone is going to help you get that slower, heavier hit on the ball. So really get used to and start small, feeling like your body is driving this. I feel like my hands and arms are very relaxed, kind of just along for the ride, and I'm controlling the ball with the rotation of my body, helping me get that slower, heavier hit on it. So start small. I'm just hitting this 40, 50 yards with that slow, heavy hit, and then expand on that. I'm going to make a bigger swing. I'm not going to speed it up. It's still going to feel slow and heavy. And that's just really good there.